Hello, welcome to the TV room. I know, by the way, I'm going to start and stop this video. I know it. So I'm looking inside the PET, sorry, 8032, CBM, not a PET, Commodore business machine, not a PET. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take this board out. I'm going to put the other one in some safe way on top of this board and plug it in and see what's what. But first, of course, I have to take it out of the other machine. And I've got to figure out where I'm going to do that, how I'm going to do that, because, of course, should I have space to do that here? Yes, I should. Do I have space to do that here? No, I don't. So it may be that I just actually do this when you can't see, and then come back and put it in. So I'm going to pause this and then see what's what. See you soon. Oh yeah, how you doing? I'm back. So what have I done? Well, I have moved the SuperPET up here, but I may be I guess I can do this. I guess maybe I can. Maybe we can lower that a tweak and bring this light into play so I can better see what's going on. But that may not help your view. Let me see. Maybe we can do this. There. Ta-da! So inside this machine, what do I see? I see little standoff things. Oh, right. I remember now. I need pliers. That's right. And I don't like using things that weren't intended for what I'm using them for, such as this wire stripper thing. But oh, looky, it worked. See, in a SuperPET, because the boards are above the boards, there are these things, these standoff things, not to be standoffish. And of course, they are tight. But what I found with that last one was, there we go, with a little tweak. But even if it's not the right pliers, they might come out. Now that's interesting. Because this one, I had trouble with another one that had very short legs. Maybe I had it in the wrong spot. Oh, okay. So there are 4 of these standoffish things. Back corners, medium corner, medium positioning on the board. There's another one. This one has a long thing. Maybe that will help me figure out how I got those things wrong. It's funny, these things aren't all that tight, but certainly I can't twist them free without a little help. And then once I get a little help, they come out just fine. Okay. Now, let's see. The power comes off. The monitor is off. The keyboard is obviously disconnected. Now, there are now two little plastic standoff things. And they're like little fingers. Just little fingers. So I take a screwdriver and I push in. And there That one is free. The secret is finding which side the little finger. Oh dear, and that one's popped back in. Okay, no it didn't, but anyway. You gotta be gentle. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da. Now, so here is the 8032 circuit board. Certainly, a lot of these connectors, look at that there on the end, a lot of those connectors, the board ones, could use a little shining up. There, of course, is the wire on the bottom, critical to SuperPET things happening. The board is kind of dusty, and I'm just trying to look and see if I see anything obviously deficient besides, of course, the 6502 is missing, but that is to be expected, because when you have the SuperPET, there's the socket right there that's empty. You have another thing that goes in there, and that goes up to the board, and the 6502 goes upstairs, and life is good. Not much on this board is socketed. The 6502, one ROM chip. Oh, 2 chips. Okay, so lots of potential work to do on this. All right, I'm just gonna quickly set this in here. Ugh. And I think it's time for another little break while I shift things. See you soon. Hi, I'm back. So right now, I have this all tipped up and everything is dandy. Just gonna double check. It was off. It's now on. Okay. So, the main thing that needs to happen here for this to be tested is the power needs to be in and the monitor. And the keyboard, well, it's okay if it is, but if not, you know. So, this is the SuperPET board that came out of this machine. I'm going to very carefully set it over here so it is not in jeopardy. I'm going to put this paper bag in here. Don't try this at home. And then put this onto the paper bag so that nothing is awry. And I will get I'll get the cable from the monitor on top here. Reposition the bag. Cardboard's not bad too. Newspaper. Something. Just don't let things touch things they shouldn't be touching. Like the front of the machine there. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure. Oh. I know this won't work, of course, because I've just fumbled. Okay. I've just fumbled and didn't take the 6502 out of that board. I like to use things that I've just had working and know that they're working, but this is the working SuperPET board I have. Ta-da! So I know that this 6502 should be just tickety-boo. Okay. So, now, you know what? I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to unplug this. Oh, come on. I'm going to redo all that because I want to see, make sure that the pins are all lined up. And of course, as I get it over here where I can see it, I see that I'm one pin off and everything, and that would not be good. Okay. The 6502 chip is now on board, is now in. So we'll get the monitor connected, and we'll get the power connection, and everything should be fine, except for the keyboard, and this will not work. And indeed, it does not work. Now I'm just curious if I see any recognition of anything on the monitor. And I do not. But I did hear that PET noise, like that inrush noise. But I don't see anything on the monitor. And if now it's been on for a while, sometimes, a lot of times with PETs, if the monitor is alive, even though nothing is happening, if it's been on for a while, and you turn it off, you'll see something. Even, like, oftentimes there's a bright white dot. I see nothing. 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 So I'll lean that back, put this down so I don't poke myself in the eye, and say, well, that could have gone better. Oh, I know what I want to do. Hang on. Funny, I didn't hear that wonderful noise that time. Am I okay? Just want to see if I feel anything. That is incredibly warm, especially amongst the things that are socketed, because they can be changed quite easily. But I'm not. And it's funny, I'm not hearing that sound anymore. This is disturbing. Okay, unplug, unplug, remove the 8032 board from the SuperPET. Set it here, set it down, connect. Now I've lost track. Okay, I think I was on. Okay, no, I was off, and then I was on, and then I was on, and then I was off. Alright, so we have done no harm, and we definitely know that this board has issues. I'm wondering if it might not be a wise thing, because also Rudy has just written an 8032 manual to send a bunch of things to him to see what's what. As I say, with my recent soldering disaster, I've been a little gun shy about desoldering, which makes no sense. Things happen, they can happen to anybody. They can. They do. So So I guess I need to consult with Rudy and see. By the way, some people say, who's Rudy? Who's Rudy? Who's Rudy? Rudy is from, he has a YouTube channel, Rudy's Retro Intel, and he works on all kinds of things. He does. Now the other thing, I would love to do, but I don't know if I can do. I just don't know. I would love to see if the monitor on this one is working or if it's not. But that, you see, there's a cord, and then there's a power cord, and there's a connector. Like here's the monitor cord. Goes up to the monitor, but the power parts of that cord are very much attached, hardwired into the transformer. They are. And I've only ever had a monitor on one of these. I've only ever had the back off once. I don't like monitors. They have high voltage. They scare me. They do. So I am not sure. Well, there's one thing I could do. But I'm not crazy about it. But I could do it. Because what are the chances the transformer is bad? Not terribly. And also, after seeing the monitor on this one do much the same as the others, and it appears to be totally dead, maybe what I need to do is take this out of here, put this into the other one, and then see what's what. Now, first, before I do any of that, before I even think of doing any of that, I'm going to unplug this. Make sure here, I've got everything disconnected. Oh yeah. I don't like plugging things into unknown power supplies. I don't. But I really don't remember ever a power supply being bad on a PET. So, maybe I'll pull this. Maybe I'll pull this. And I have the two standoffish things that I put in. I snagged off the parts that Rudy sent back. Little leg, long screw. It's funny, you know, I had trouble with one of these before and putting... Oh, I see. No. Never mind, it's not the same. All right. Now, see, way back when, the Commodore 64s had notoriously bad power supplies. Notoriously bad. So, I remember there was this one fellow I worked with for a while, and he couldn't get it through his head somehow that when someone came in with a 64 that didn't seem to be working, and there was power. There's the circuit board, by the way. There's the wire. Doesn't matter what color it is. There's the board, there's the wire. Oops, conked the microphone. Anyway, he couldn't get it through his head that you don't plug our working machine into their bad power supply. You just don't do it. Don't do it. Because chances are the power supply was bad. I'm surprised Commodore didn't send some sort of tester thing. But they didn't. Alright, so the 8032, the board is out. So I guess what I need to do is swap positions of the two machines and see what's what. It'd be nice to know if the other monitor is working. It would really be nice. And the power supply. It would really be nice. Really nice. So, I'm going to pause and do the swapperoo. Okay, hello, we're back. Now, I'm going to plug this PET in. I suppose for just this instant, I'm going to turn it on. It does seem to acknowledge things in the power bar over there, so that's encouraging. And here, right, here's the working 8032 board. So, we'll flip this up completely wide open. And there's no keyboard in here. So, I don't think I need the bag. I think I can just put it on its little places. Its little standoffy things. So the power is off. Here is the monitor. Everything should be fine. Let's put this down. We'll see what we hear. We'll see what we see. Maybe the monitor is just fine as can be. Okay, we hear the PET. Alright, I don't see anything on the monitor. So I'm going to reach into the back. Oh, wait. I'm turning the adjuster. Commodore Basic. 31,743 bytes free. Okay, so the monitor is working. You know, there's some tape and stuff on the side of this. I'm going to need some Goo Gone. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we'll need Goo Gone. Also, of course, this machine needs a magic eraser. Okay, so we know that the monitor is working. We know the power supply is working. And then thus the circuit board of the 8032 is not working. And the circuit board of the SuperPET is not working. Let's turn this off for a moment. Open this up. No, there are no standoffs in here at this moment. Here's the 8032 board that's not happening. Okay. Let's see here. Here's the SuperPET board that is full. Oh, no. Can I do this? Do I need to do this? I need to find the cable. No, I'm not going to do this. I know this works. I know it works in there. I know it works in there. I know it works. It's fine. Enough. Leather. So I figure I'm going to wrap up circuit boards and send them to Mr. Rudy. And see what's what. Anyway, it is nice to know that the monitor is working. It's not very bright. I wonder if, mind you, I've got the lights on pretty bright here. I wonder if I can turn this a little more. No, that's pretty much the end, but that's not bad. It's workable. It is workable. Well, that's good to know. That monitor is working, power supply is working. Whatever is wrong on the other board, the 8032 board, is really not letting the monitor do its thing. Mind you, it's also possible. No, it wouldn't be. Thinking maybe I had it turned down too far anyway, and I wouldn't see anything. But the same thing happened on the other machine. Anyway, I guess I need to consult with Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel and see what boards he might like. For his testing. I'm thinking, I know he's got another SuperPET board there, but maybe I should send. Well, I'll have to check with him. Maybe he's around. Maybe I could call him. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll get this other microphone thing here. Turn it on. Move down to Rudy. I can give him an update. He may not answer. He might be busy.
You have reached the voicemail box of...
Okay. Nope. Rudy busy. Okay, so Rudy is not available at this moment. He is not. It's too bad. Some of these things, I don't know why, the corners tend to get squirrely. They do. Anyway, this SuperPET needs a good cleaning anyway. So, I will turn this microphone off. I will set it here. Ooh. And I will ponder my next move. But I think part of that will be wrapping up things, getting them ready to send away. And see what Rudy has to say. So yeah, I'm thinking 2 SuperPET boards, and certainly the 8032 board that doesn't work. I don't know if he needs the either of the cases, but this one could now go because it's a SuperPET one. It has the switches on the side, and it's working. There's a chip in there in the back. I think that has to do with video. That's probably bad, but who knows what else. Oh yeah. All right. I'm struggling. Gotta keep getting things done. So I have a little momentum going. I should try to get some more. I should. What does that mean? I'm not even sure. I did recently get water into the pool. It's going to be cold, but it's a hot day. So it is tempting to go in. That'll certainly wake me up. Because, of course, when you put water into a pool, to start with, it's cold. Anyway, I also have some dishes on the go. So maybe I should get to that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get to that. So much to do. I think before I go in the pool, if I go in the pool, I'm going to do some things that get me kind of heated up a bit. So then it's more glorious, more wonderful, more beautiful. Anyway, thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll see what I get into next. One thing I do have around here are some 2031s. They're all the low profile ones, but I mean, I've got 1541s, I've got 64s, I've got all kinds of stuff. You know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. I have put a VIC 20 out in the sun. It's remarkable. Just the sun. It's remarkable. It was incredibly yellowed. It's remarkable how much better it looks after just 2 days. I've got a 64 that's got some keys are very yellowed and some keys are not. I think I'm going to take that outside. Anyway, enough for now. Enough. Stay tuned. There's always something going on here. At least I would like to think so. David Bradley, signing off from the TV room. Bye for now.